Move Over Uber, there is a new app that is sweeping probationers all over the country. Introducing Violator. When Judge Bryant just will not let you get your weed, your chicken, and can't just let you get loose and crunk, the Violator app lets you say, screw that damn tether. With Violator, we will ensure you get to your destination safely and illegally. Here at Violator, we understand that sometimes the bodega, KFC, and corner dice is simply irresistible, and no court order can hold you down. So schedule a pickup, and for the price of less than a number 8 combo from Bojangles, you will be back in the arms of the 36th District high as a kite. Belly full of the Colonel. And for those late-night munchies, we have express service to the closest Waffle House and the last-second Dutchie. So check out the Violator app and stay on house arrest for another 6 months.
Just don't do it. All right, this is the people versus Brian Hopkins. Defendant is in custody and presented to the court on a tether violation. I do want you to tell me what he's charged with, though, Mr. Flanagan.
Okay. One is retail fraud and assault and battery, and telecommunication services malicious use.
All right. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Brian Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins, sir, please tell the judge your full name.
Unmute, Mr. Hopkins. Can you unmute or have the jail unmute you? All right, Mr. Hopkins.
Brian Jamar Hopkins, Your Honor.
Thank you. Today is the day that Mr. Hopkins is brought before the court on a tether violation. He was placed on a tether by Magistrate Boyer. It looks like for the charge of the assault and battery and the telecommunications misuse, he was placed on a $10,000 personal bond with a GPS tether, house arrest, work only. It appears that he was at the Judge cannabis. He seems like he violated his house arrest to go pick up some weed from the cannabis place. And then he went to get him something to eat. Then he went to the party store. He went to Belle Isle. He said, I ain't doing it. Okay, Miss Stevenson, somebody. Miss.
So he didn't violate any no contact order with any complaining witness, Your Honor. I would ask the court in that Mr. Hopkins, I believe, is employed with the tether. They know where he is, Judge, and are able to keep good track of Mr. Hopkins. Again, no issues of violating the court's no contact order, which I think would probably be the most important element here. I'd ask the court to consider in that Mr. Hopkins has now had the opportunity to go back over to the Wayne County Jail, not just the detention center, I think, but to the Wayne County Jail, Your Honor, for tether violation. I think he understands the interruption in his life, that failure to abide completely by court's orders will wreak on him. And I would ask the court to consider removing the tether condition, or at least eliminating the house arrest condition, Your Honor. Again, I don't have any indication of violation of the no contact orders.
Ms. Ritter.
So, Your Honor, it looks like the complaining witness in each case is the same complaining witness, Mr. Toby Hopkins, who is the brother of Mr. Brian Hopkins. Looking at the tether report, I do agree with defense counsel that he did not violate the no contact order. However, due to the fact that these cases have the same complaining witnesses in common, Your Honor, I'm going to ask the court to keep the GPS tether. And the people have no problem with the unrestricted GPS tether, but we are asking the court to at least keep the GPS tether due to the fact that all cases have the same complaining witness in common, Your Honor.
You are both correct that he did not, it does not appear that he violated the no contact provision. However, I don't know if the complaining witness was at either one of these locations. Nonetheless, let me tell you what he violated. Let me tell you what he's shown this court. He's shown this court that he don't give a squat tail rat nothing about a court order. That's what he has shown this court. It would be different if he had violated the tether and he was going to some places that he needed to just absolutely go to. Like, yeah, they said work, but I had a doctor's appointment and I went. Yeah, they said work only, but I had an emergency and then I went for this emergency. No, he's going to buy weed, going to buy chicken, going to Belle Isle to chill out. No, he said, I don't care nothing about what y'all tell me to do. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That's what happened right here. That is exactly what happened right here. Now, what he should have done is call his lawyer and said, can y'all get this tether off me? Because I want to buy some chicken and I want to buy some weed and I want to go to Belle Isle. And then his lawyer would have looked at it and said, oh, this Judge Bryant, yeah, she'll take the tether off because, or at least she'll give you an unrestricted tether. And then the lawyer would have came to with one of those motions that y'all keep on filing. And then I would have signed it. And then he would have been able to do all these things, not in violation of the court's order. And then I wouldn't be sitting here saying, oh, Mr. Hopkins don't care nothing about what the court say. He just gonna do what he want to do. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. And so since he want to do what he want to do, I want to leave him on that tether, restricted, and in jail.
May I, Your Honor?
You may.
Thank you. So I don't know that I see in here the date of the violation.
5/15.
Okay. Well, so then again, Mr. Hopkins, for failure to follow the court orders, Your Honor, has had the pleasure of being housed at the Wayne County Jail, not the Detroit Detention Center, but at the Wayne County Jail, Your Honor, for misdemeanor, not even for the misdemeanor charges, but for having violated the bond conditions of misdemeanor charges, Your Honor, which the most recent is, I think, from 2020. Certainly, I hope that Mr. Hopkins had a good time on his evening out, Your Honor, but he's paid the price for it, I would argue, Your Honor, by going again over to the Wayne County Jail. There has been no indication that the complaining witness in this location has been in danger because of Mr. Hopkins' poor choices. And again, we are asking the court to release Mr. Hopkins from custody. And if the court doesn't see fit to remove the tether or to rescind the house arrest restriction at this time, we can certainly understand that because Mr. Hopkins does have to abide by court orders. But to leave him incarcerated for that, Your Honor, we do believe is kind of cruel and unusual. So I would ask
it ain't unusual. Now it might be cruel, but it's not unusual. It's a lot of people.
You know what? I'm going to stand corrected on that one. Point well taken.
In jail on
I don't think that that's appropriate here. And I am going to ask the court to release Mr. Hopkins from custody. And I would reiterate my motion to take off the tether and the house arrest, but I hear the court on that, but I would at least ask that he be released from custody, Your Honor.
The court is going to do the following. Because he thumbed his nose up at the court system, I'm going to leave him on the tether. I will remove the house arrest, but I am going to give him a curfew. If he violates the curfew, then he's going to be back in the Wayne County Jail. And his bond is going to increase. So it's not necessarily about whether or not the original court order was fair or unfair. It is about abiding by court orders. And when the court orders are unfair, then that's where the lawyers come in. And what everyone on the Zoom, besides Mr. Hopkins, knows is that I would have signed the order to at least modify those tether conditions. At the very least, I would have signed an order to modify the tether condition. So it's not, oh, the judge said this and I'm just not going to do it. Well, then those are consequences. That's where we have to pay consequences. If the judge tells you to do something, you could be at home mad, but do it and talk to the lawyer about it. So I am going to modify the conditions of his bond. I will leave the personal bond in place, plus a GPS tether, no house arrest, but a curfew. So he's going to be on curfew from, I guess it'll be from 11 p.m. I guess that's how they'll do it. I go backwards. So from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's the curfew. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Belle Isle close at 10. If he's gonna go to Belle Isle and enjoy the weather and all of that, which I feel like he should have a right to do on this misdemeanor case, Belle Isle closes at 10. That gives him a whole hour to stop at the store, to pick him up something to eat, and then to go home and stay home until 6 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And then it sounds like this case is going to be a transfer anyway, but I'll transfer it that day. I'll wait whenever he's coming. Whenever he's coming, you know, for the pretrial, I'll transfer it that day. And then if there have been no tether violations, if there have been no additional tether violations between now and his pretrial date, then I will consider removing the tether.
Okay.
And of course, he is to continue to have no contact with the complaining witness. Okay?
Understood. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all set, Mr. Hopkins. I would say they were going to let you out today, but I can't guarantee it because it looks like it's a lot of tethers being issued out here. But
Can I go get my tether? Have my wife take me to Dickerson?
no, they're going to take you from the jail to Dickerson. Dickerson doesn't take walk-ins. They don't take walk-ins anymore on the tethers, unless they started it back up. Now, I have to double check, but they were still not taking walk-ins. The only way you could be on the tether is to go through the jail or to be already at the DDC. You can't just walk up over there. Okay, so they'll get you another tether, and then you'll be good. And as long as you don't have any violations, which at this point would only be the curfew violation, and having contact with who they tell me is your brother. So just don't have contact with your brother and be home by 11, and you'll be good. And then I'll probably remove the tether when you come back for your pretrial. Okay?
Okay. Do you know when my pretrial?
Oh yeah. What's the date again?
13th, June 13th.
June 13th.
Or is it the Mr. Flanagan? Is it the 12th or the 13th? I have 2 dates on here.
Mr. Flanagan, when is his pretrial?
Checking right now, Your Honor.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
June 12th, Your Honor, 8:30 a.m.
June 12th at 8:30, Mr. Hopkins. It's on Zoom if you know how to Zoom in. So if you can Zoom from home, it's on Zoom. But if you don't know how to Zoom in, you have to come in person.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Ms. Eve, can you have contact information from Mr. Hopkins, correct?
Yes, we do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Tell the officer, Holloman,
Say that again, Mr. Hopkins.
can I have the same tether officer, Mr. Holloman?
Oh, I don't have any control over that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, Mr. Holloman must be real nice if he violated.
Right.
Request him back. Mr. Holloman must be real nice.
I got to make a note of Mr. Holloman. He's the one I'll call from now on.
Real nice, because he said,
Agent Holloman.
Yes.
Violator is not responsible for being scolded by Judge Bryant. Breakout rooms with Jan Stevenson, tethers, tasers, or warrants. If you get pinged while using the app, we strongly suggest not cutting the tether. Just wait for your day in court and deny. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Time Served. See you later, nerds.